Okay, what's up, guys? My name is TMossBoss, and I wanted to let you guys know about Anchor. Anchor is an app that you can download to record your podcast in the easiest way ever. Like, it doesn't require a whole lot to know. Like, you just pretty much press record and you just start doing your podcast and stuff. I don't know what you plan on doing, but you plan on doing something. That's why you're here. So, yeah, download Anchor, or you could go to their website, anchor.fm, and yeah, you could do it straight from your computer too. So yeah, it's easy. They distribute everything to they distribute your podcast to every streaming services like out there, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Okay, and then you can monetize it, so you're making money off of what you love doing. All right, so people, make sure you do it. Make sure you download Anchor, or you go to their website, anchor.fm. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for listening. Peace. All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another extra of the TMossBoss show. So here's the thing. So I've been like trying to figure out like what my first episode for season 50 is going to be about, and so I went to Instagram to ask my friends and followers like what should I do, and I kind of have it planned. I'm like I might just do a live stream. I feel like that's probably the only thing that I really could do that I haven't done. Just like call it the TMossBoss show live or something like that, and then just from here on out, just from like occasionally or whenever, just do like a themed episode, but it's live. But anyways, but no, one of my friends had asked me I should do a episode where I'm talking about COVID, and doing that, I'm like, or like her asking me to do that episode, I'm like, it must be people like around her or that she knows, or just even paying attention to like what's going on in the media a lot lately. People are still like wanting to do these activities where it involves a bunch of people, and just in my like I don't know, I haven't experienced like nothing of COVID, and I hope and pray to God that I never do have to experience anything of COVID, because there was a singer not too long ago, at the last week, he was trending because people thought that this man was gonna die. Like they say he was in ICU, and it was 50 Cent. I think I for some reason I like hit the man's name is like Jeremiah or something like that. I think that's his name. I don't know. I ain't said Jeremiah, Jeremy, Jeremiah. I don't know what that man's name is. But anyways, I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. But 50 Cent, he came out and told everybody that he has COVID. And then but everybody else like prior before, they were just asking like, oh, pray for him and stuff. So I'm thinking, dang, like this man's a singer. I'm like, he doesn't come off as that like hood type, or a type that would be involved in like hood activities, or just a like just like living that rough lifestyle. So I'm thinking like the man's like got shot, because there was all these other rappers prior before they got shot. There was this rapper named Mo3. Who else? For King Von. And I think there was somebody else, but anyways, I'm like, dang, man, what's up with all these singers and rappers getting shot? And so I thought that was the same situation with this singer, but turns out he just like, oh no, he just had a virus that was killing everybody. My apologies, I didn't mean to throw the just in there, but anyways, he had COVID, which is like up there, with getting shot. Because I'm like, the way that they say he was struggling in the hospital, I was like, dang. Like, I really do hope and pray that he pulls through. And they say he's good now, but still, I'm like, he was probably like, I don't know, I don't want to like make that assumption, because he could have gotten the coronavirus doing anything. But if he comes out and says that he was like going to parties, clubs, play all these different like places where a bunch of people are hanging out at, like, it ain't gonna be surprising. It ain't gonna be one of those things like, oh, dang, like I thought it was something else. But no, like that's usually how everybody's been talking about how they've gotten COVID, is because they're going to these parties, because they living it up. They're not staying home or playing it safe. Me, I'm like, look, it's got to be like a small, like maybe like 2, 3 friends, 4 friends max. That's as much as I'm hanging out with. But a group, Well, that I mean that's a group right there, like like 2 to 4 friends and stuff. But I'm saying like if it's a party or if it's a club, there's like 30, 40, 100 people there. I'm not going. I am not going. I'm like cautious of even going to stores and stuff. Like I'm honestly, the thing is, I know people will probably be like, with all the stores and places closing down, they're gonna be mad. I'm like, I'm chilling. I am chilling. I am fine with places closing back down because if they're saying that COVID in like different all these different places it's spiking, um, we need to close the places down. Cause I'm like, look, shoes, video games, clothes, all that stuff, I can order that online. So I'm like, I'm fine with ordering stuff online. But a store, like, cause that's how I usually am. I'm like, I like going to the stores and getting my stuff, but I'm like, yo, that stuff can wait. I'm fine with just not like not going to any stores and stuff. I'm like that stuff can wait. If it came down to it where there's like online stuff ain't gonna be a thing no more, like or I'm gonna have to like or stuff is only gonna be in stores. I'm like yo, I'll wait. I will wait or try to figure out a way to do something. But I can see that happening where it's like people they'll kind of like what Uber Eats and a bunch of other places like. But I feel like then you're putting other people at risk. But actually, you know what? That is a good idea. That is a very good idea on how to control that stuff and keep people from, because that honestly that would like bump up the business for like Uber and Lyft and all of that. So here's my idea. Here's what I have to say. So they have it where, of course, like to the public, malls and all that places, it's closed down. But for like Uber people, and because if they limit it to like, because if a bunch of people, I mean they're limiting like visiting like places that you can visit like to only a certain amount of people can be in there at a time, but they should have it where it's like closed down to the public, but only Uber and Lyft people are allowed in like stores, only because it's like, okay, you're there to just pick things up, you ain't gonna be in there walking around putting yourself like out there to be sick or whatever and things. But no, they like have it where it's just Uber and Lyft drivers go up there, and of course like they sanitize themselves, keep themselves clean, wear gloves, all of that stuff, but then they just take or go to the like, so for an example, let's say if I ordered me a pair of shoes, I feel like I'm better at placing things as an example and rather than explaining to y'all. So but some of you guys might understand what I'm saying. But anyways, so let's say if a pair of Jordans had came out but it's only in the store, I go call up the store, buy the shoes, contact Uber, be like, hey, there's a pickup thing there, for like because I bought some shoes, so can an Uber driver go there, pick the shoes up, and then come back to my place and drop them off. And of course I pay him through determine how far it will go. But that at the same time, that is a lot of money. Like you think about it and things. I feel like but no, it's just like a regular like Uber ride and things, but it's just you're not in the car with them and stuff. So that's how I would do things. It might cost like a little extra, but I'm like, that's just like if you order something online, it's like shipping and handling. It might be like slightly more, but that's what I think what should be a thing. Because I'm like, I support it. If they did come out and say some stuff like that, and I mean, like, I feel like that it is because it's like I said, like, a Uber or a Lyft driver, they're not going to be off up in there walking around exploring and all that stuff. They're just going to be in and out, in and out. That's it. Like, they just go in, get your stuff, come back out, go to your place, drop it off, and then they just wait for the next person to go and have them do. Because I'm like, I think that would limit the public to like going places and things, and especially like with grocery stores. I feel, but see, then the thing is though, I'm like with shoes, I'm like I would no, I'm like, well, either way, I'm like, yeah, you can report the person if they're like, but I heard Uber, they don't be doing like they don't be like cracking down on that, because I remember the one YouTuber, this happened before the pandemic, but I think it was Uber, or it might have just been like some sort of taxi service, but he had his YouTube equipment in there, and whoever the driver was took the equipment, and they was like, oh well, we don't know what to do. And I don't know if I never did follow that story. I should ask him. I'm like, next time he's like live streaming or whatever, or just see if I can contact him on social media and ask him about it. But yeah, I should ask him about that and see. It was this YouTuber named Cashnasty, and yeah, I was like, man, that's messed up. Where it's like your YouTube, like you come here to like visit and all of that stuff, and I'm like, man, that's messed up. I'm like, that's beyond messed up. I was like, I'm like, nah, I gotta figure out who that person is. I'm doing some John Wick stuff, and I'm like, I ain't gonna sleep until I get my stuff back. So I'm like, I'll go around this whole city if I need to, trying to find that car. I will waste more money trying to find out who that person is, like rather than just. But no, I'm like, no, actually, rather than getting all the, because if it's an expensive laptop, an expensive camera, an expensive microphone, all that, let's say it runs you like a few $1,000s. I'm like, what? Then again, I'm like, it'd probably be a few $1,000s to go around all of Seattle and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, but I know I ain't gonna be out of luck. I will hunt that person down if I need to. So that's why I'm like, stuff like that. I'm like, I make sure I keep it in a backpack secured with me at all times. I'm like, and I'm not putting it down nowhere. So I'll keep a suitcase. I have this suitcase as big as a suitcase will be. I will have it either sitting next to me or on my lap. But I'm like, I'm not gonna put it in your trunk because you might get the notion to take off driving as I'm trying to go for my stuff. So anyways, yeah, I'm like, that's how I am. But anyways, but no, people, y'all gotta chill on like going to places and things, cause it's y'all gonna mess around, get sick, be in the hospital fighting for your life, and I don't want that for you. So chill out on going places. I know I've chilled out on going places. Like, I don't go to places unless I need to. I have to say the last time I went to a place to just pick up some material stuff was the Xbox, but prior before that, I'm trying to think why. I think, oh, it was to get some shoes, and then before that, I can't remember the other any other time. I think that was just like, those are the recent things, to pick up these Jordans and to pick up my Xbox. That was the only reason why I'm like, because I remember with the Jordans, I know people would be like, oh, that's kind of ironic how you, or hypocritical how you say like, oh, people need to stay at home, but then you're going up to the store to get some Jordans. I know I wasn't thinking. I am sorry and stuff, but anyways, but no, I have like recently. I'm like, now I'm like, if I really want to just go get some shoes, I'll just order them online. I'm like, if I gotta pay additional pricing for shipping and all of that stuff, I will. But I'm like, yeah, I just go and get my stuff online. But anyways, but yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe if you're viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service. Like I said before in previous extras in the last episode, that I'm taking a break from doing full-length episodes because I'm trying to focus on the YouTube channel for my podcast. So it's going to be a while before I upload any more episodes. But I will be doing extras, so it just won't be like full 15 or above that and stuff. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.